What up, guys? Joe White here. Um, Lots of stuff happening. I hope everybody had a good 4th of July. I had an okay one, considering as how I spent about half the day. Well, not half the day. I spent about a good 2 hours on the side of the road. Um, I was supposed to be going to Geeksboro down there in Greensboro, North Carolina. They were having a all-day board game meetup and weenie roast in the morning and the afternoon, and then they were going to show the Sandlot down there in the evening time on their lawn chair drive-in series, I guess they call it. Got about 2 miles over the state line, and a tire popped on the car. I had a flat tire. Sat there from about 3 o'clock to 5 o'clock in the afternoon. So good 2 hours on the road, um, waiting because people are like, "Well, Joe, don't you know how to change a tire? Couldn't you put the donut on?" Yeah, I could, and I was trying to do my manly duty, anyway, more on that in a second. Um, and I'm sitting there, and the lug nuts would not come off. I mean, I got the car jacked up using the little Mickey Mouse jack that cars come with, and I got it jacked up, and they came with the little what they call the lug wrench. Got the lug wrench on there, and I'm sitting there, and I cannot get the lug nuts off. So my girlfriend's father, she goes, "Well, jump up and down on the wrench." So I'm sitting there going, "That's not a fucking good idea because the damn car is going to come off this damn Mickey Mouse jack and land on my foot, and I'm not going to be able to, get the lug nut off, and then I'm going to have to go to the hospital too. So on top of calling the tow truck, I'm going to have to wait for the tow truck to get finished before I could call the ambulance. So I'm sitting there jumping up and down on this thing like an idiot, and it's not budging. My whole weight is on this thing, and I'm a big guy, as you guys have seen. I'm not going to tell you how much I weigh, but I'm sitting here jumping up and down on this damn, like pogo sticking on the damn lug wrench. It's not budging. So we have to call the roadside assistance. They come out with their drill that has a lug attachment on it and get the thing off of there, put the donut on. And by this point, we're all dejected. We all, feel like screw it, the day's ruined, flat tire, blah, blah. So we decide we're going to go, and we just turned around, drove back into Danville, got some Taco Bell, and watched the Sandlot here at the house. Now, for those who start in on me, um, I like Taco Bell. This new cheesy rice burrito thing that they have, oh my lord, it's cheap food. I get it. Taco Bell's not real Mexican, okay? But then again, PF Chang's is not real Chinese either. Um, but to me it tastes good. I grew up on the Taco Bell, and that's before they changed their meat over to something better. But I like the Taco Bell, so we all pigged out on tacos and had a good time. So my 4th was not that bad. Didn't get to see any fireworks, but then again, we really don't want to go nowhere on the donut tire either. So this Friday, my Friday off is going to be spent going and getting a new tire put on the car, perhaps a used tire. Don't know. So that was my 4th. I Friday night I went to bed at about 3 o'clock and woke up again at about 4:30 to watch Beast in the East, which we will be talking about. I'm not going to get my thoughts on it here because this coming Friday's episode of New Surge Live is actually going to be a Blading for Surge episode with me and Jeff Edwards. And Jeff Edwards is leading the conversation this time. We're putting Jeff Edwards in the driving seat. I'm just doing the recording. Jeff Edwards is in the driver's seat this week. So fasten your seatbelts because we all saw this week on Blading for Truth how passionate he got about the TNA audience and the Smart Mark fan, WWE fanboy, bashing Dixie Carter. So Lord knows what we're going to have to say about Beast in the East. I'm currently in the process of watching New Japan. I just finished the Kushida versus Kenny Omega match, which was flipping awesome. I think it was Kushida versus Kenny Omega. I'm not sure, but I'm about, according to this here, I'm about an hour and a half, 2 hours into, actually 2 hours into the pay-per-view. Um, it's flipping amazing so far. That's all I'm going to say about it. But we're having my full thoughts. We'll go match by match for that probably this this week. We're actually taping on Tuesday, so we're going to go over Raw. We're going to go over Beast in the East. We're going to talk a little bit about TNA probably. We're going to talk about whatever Jeff wants to talk about. I have a list of topics here, but we'll see if we get to them. Um, and who knows how the conversation is going to be led. If you have a question for me or Jeff, and you want to get that into us, email us. I'm going to go ahead and say newsearchlive@yahoo.com, or you can tweet one of us. He's at Blading for Truth on Twitter, and I'm at Wrestling Truck. Use the hashtag Blading for Surge, and we will get back to your questions there. When we're recording it Tuesday night. Tuesday night I work from 1 to 9:30, so depending on Jeff's schedule, we'll be recording anytime after that. Me and Jeff are both night owls, so we do our recording pretty late usually, as you can tell by our first one, which was done at 3 a.m. So we're going to talk a lot of stuff. This was like the week of Japan for pretty much for pro wrestling, and the G1 Climax has been announced. We're going to probably run down the cards of the G1 Climax. Whatever, I mean, that card, that tournament looks amazing with the people who were announced for that. But I want to talk a little bit today about video games. I haven't talked about video games in a while. Shovel Knight is getting a physical release in the fall. I don't know the exact time, but it's coming. It's coming in October to Wii U, 3DS, Xbox One, and PS4. If you have never played this game, you need to pick it up. And I'm going to be picking up. I own the digital release on PS4, but I'm going to be picking up a physical copy as well because I like the idea of holding that disc in there. Curious to see what the trade-in values are going to be at a place like GameStop for something like Shovel Knight. But anyway, especially since the game is going to be probably a year old when that comes out. Shovel Knight, for those who don't know, is one of those Kickstarter video games. And when I say that, I mean that the developers wanted a game. They wanted to develop a game. And they said, okay, give us money. Here's our idea. And you got to fund it. You know, we need money to fund this. So they got their money and they put out one hell of a game. This game is like nothing you've ever... If you love old Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis style games like Mega Man, DuckTales, Zelda, this game takes all of that, you know, and just morphs it together into its own little world, own little concept. It's beautiful to look at. It's beautiful to listen to. The game has a killer soundtrack. I think one of the composers from Mega Man even lent his creativity to one of the tracks in this video game. It's awesome. It's amazing. I still haven't beat it yet. In fact, I actually left it alone for a while and haven't played it for quite a bit because it's one of those games where it is so hard in certain stages that it will piss you the fuck off and just will not let you. You want to walk away from it for a while. But that's the sign of a good game. A platformer that's hard but not too hard, and one that you can take a break from. Go back, play. Take a break from it. Go back and play. And then the replayability of this game is off the chart. Curious to see with the physical releases if they're going to have a certain amount of DLC. I know the Xbox version has a boss battle with the Battletoads because Xbox and Rare are buddy-buddy. They own one another. Kratos, of course, is in the PS4 because apparently Kratos is now the new mascot of PlayStation. Oh, well. So, and I'm curious to see what they're going to put on the Nintendo versions. Will we see a Link boss battle? Will we see a Mega Man boss battle? Will we see... I mean, if I get it, it's probably going to be on the Wii U. I'll be honest, because I think that's the game that it first debuted on was Wii U. Let me check here. Let me look up old Shovel Knight here. Let me see what the exclusive content was here. Give me one moment. Alright. Give me one moment here. Okay. You got Japanese version of the game has been confirmed. I'm trying to think here. Okay. Pre-releases. It's done by a company called Yacht Club Games. The PlayStation confirms Grass Battle with Kratos, Xbox has Battletoads. It does not say what Wii U is on. Like right now, it's only available for. It is available for Wii U as of June 26th of last year. But it's I probably will get it on Wii U for a physical copy. Wii U, hey, it's a third party game. People can't say it's not a third party. It's a third party game coming to Wii U. It's not an indie title anymore when it reaches this up here to me. To me, Shovel Knight is and Yacht Club is established. You know, they got a good thing going here, and let's hope they don't screw it up. But it's a third-party game for the Wii U. All you Nintendo bashers can stop. And I've said it before myself. They need more third-party titles. This is a third-party title for the Wii U. It's an indie title, but it's still third-party. It's a physical third-party game that you can put in your Wii U now and play. There you go. Enjoy it. So there you have it there. Um, it's also available on Steam too, if people who want to play it on PC. But it's going to be nice to have Shovel Knight in your hands. I'm curious to see what the box art's going to look like. Curious to see if it's going to come with like a poster with a map of the kingdom. That would be nice. They have the money to do it now. They don't need to go to Kickstarter for this. People, I mean, it's going to be great. Um, I'm looking forward to it. Now, on to the elephant in the room here for me, which is Batman Arkham Knight. A lot of people who bought the PC version have been experiencing a lot of bugs and have to, turn off a lot of features on the graphics cards and this and that. And I said in a previous video that it was all due to the fact that they gave a third-party company 2 weeks to develop this for PC, and this is what happens. Well, now it's come out that Warner Brothers Games, who is the publisher of this, Rocksteady is the developer, WB Games, Warner Brothers Games is the publisher. Both Rocksteady and Warner Brothers knew about the PC glitches and still released the game. That's right, all of you PC Master Race fanboys got screwed again. And and we'll get to the PS4 version here in a minute. I can't speak for Xbox One because I don't own one, but I can speak for PlayStation, which has its problems. We'll get to in a minute. But you PC guys, I game on the PC, okay? Right now I got South Park Stick of Truth on here. I got Skyrim on here. I hate the fact that I got to play it with this, but I do it anyway. I yuck it up and just do it. But when are you guys going to learn that they don't cater to you? They don't care about PC gamers. They don't care about if you got a Titan graphics card and if you got the CPU 5.0 with the NVIDIA chip and all. They don't care. They don't care. They're not making these games for you. You should be lucky that there's even a PC port of the game. Because it probably cost them. Well, I can't say that. I can't say that. Well, some of these games, I'll say it. It probably cost the developers more money to port the damn thing to the PC than the money that they're going to make back from the PC release. If anything, they're probably losing money on it. Well, Joe, you don't know what you're talking about. You know what? I can only think that their target audiences are consoles. I can only sit there and believe that when they make a game like Arkham Knight, they're not making it with PC people in mind. If that's the case, they wouldn't have gone to a third-party company to do the port. They would have done it themselves. Excuse me. So I don't know I don't know what to say about it. I mean, the fact that they knew that the game was buggy before they released it, yes, that pisses me off. That pisses me off because if they're doing it on PC, what's to stop them from doing it on PS4? Oh, they'll release a patch. I was telling everybody when I went to the midnight release for Batman, I was like, prepare to sit in front of your TV for about an hour before you play this game. Why? 3.69 gigabyte patch. You've seen my Twitter post and Facebook post. Between downloading the DLC that I got, which was awesome. Okay, I got that for pre-ordering. And the damn 3.6 gigabyte patch, even with my PlayStation hardwired, I sat in front of the TV an hour before I even played the game. Before I even went in the options menu and adjusted some options. And then the PC guys, their game is buggy as hell, and Warner Brothers is sitting there going, oh shit, we didn't know it was going to be this bad. We knew it was bad, but not this bad. Come on, guys. Don't release a game if you know it's buggy. Don't release a game if you got to patch it. That's like promoting a wrestling event, for those who don't know. That's like promoting a wrestling event and saying, okay, the fans are here, they've paid their money, but now we got to set up the ring. The entranceway's set up, now we got to set up the ring. So you guys sit around, go to the concession stand, wait here for about 45 minutes to an hour, probably 2 hours. I don't know. Anybody who knows how long it takes to set up a wrestling ring, leave a comment below. And we'll set up the ring and then we'll have the show. Game developers, you should not be doing this. And the fact that you knew the PC port was buggy, oh my god. Then you wonder why you're losing so much money off of these refund systems, because Steam, they get their percentage whether you refund the game or not. Steam just puts on their servers what you tell them to. Steam didn't sit there. Now, I will say, to people like Steam and to people like any other gaming distributing company, maybe you need to have your own developer team and testing team to play the game on their engines. And if they find bugs, go, we don't want this shit on our store. It makes us look bad if people are coming back and returning it, because they're going to wonder why the hell we let the shit on there in the first place. So Steam, I kind of hold you a little bit of accountable for this. You know, people like whatever XYZ gaming distributing site like Steam, like whatever their knockoffs are, I hold you a little bit responsible for this. Now, fans who went to wwbgames.com and bought the thing direct, I can't say nothing. You got fucked over and screwed, and I'm sorry. But if I bought the game and pre-ordered the game via Steam or any other gaming website out there like Steam that distributes it or that helps distribute it, I'm pissed. Just as much as Steam as I am WB Games. Quality control can exist with the middleman. And thank God you're going through a middleman to do it, because if you bought the thing from WB Games, I guarantee you all sales were final with that. PlayStation 4 has its bugs too. There's one part in the damn game where Batman removes his helmet. And when he goes to remove his helmet, the video's up on the channel, that when he goes to remove the helmet, the Batman helmet stays on, he's holding nothing in his hands, and Bruce Wayne has hair sticking out of the Batman helmet. There's another video where I'm getting my ass kicked by a group of thugs. I go to grapple out of there. I'm constantly pressing the damn R2 button or R1 button to grapple up out of the damn, up into the shadows. And all of a sudden, they've beat me. And when they do land the final punch, my corpse is buried in the floor on the other side of the map. There's no excuse. You are a game developer. Develop it right. I'm sure in the credits you have game testers. Did they not test this shit? Should your little 3.6 gigabyte patch should have fixed it? No, it's okay. What will we do? We'll give the PC fans 3 more extra skins for free. Stop developing crap. And what makes matters worse is that they haven't really said what they're going to do to repent for this. Rocksteady's going to go on to make more games, better games. I don't know what they have planned in the future. If you do, leave a comment below about it. But to the best of my knowledge, they've said this is the last Batman game that they're producing. So hopefully they'll never have to work for Warner Brothers again. Let's see here. Rocksteady Games. Okay. Rocksteady Studios. They've done Urban Chaos Riot Response for PS2 and Xbox. Okay. They did Arkham Asylum for OS X, PS3, Windows, and Xbox 360. The same thing went for Arkham City, only they put that on the Wii U. Now they did Arkham Knight for Linux. Oh, God. You Linux users. Jesus Christ. Linux is fucked up to begin with. And Apple, too. Oof. They put on PS4, Xbox One, and Windows. Arkham Knight got their lowest score, by the way, out of the 3 Batman games, which I don't understand because it's way better than Arkham City. Even with its bugs on the PS4, it's way better than Arkham City. So what this company has left, nobody knows. They have 117 awards, 160 employees, 2 jobs available in 12 departments. How have you gotten all the... You're not going to get these awards this time. They got a mocap studio in here. This is actually pretty fascinating, I'll be honest. Our values: quality, professionalism, treating people well, and efficiency. Well, they got the efficiency part right because they only got 2 weeks to do a PC port. I just don't get it, guys. I don't get it. It ain't like this is their first rodeo either. Maybe for developing for PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, but damn sure not a Windows machine. When Apple and Linux, I could forgive because I will never own an Apple product. People swear by Apple, but me working in the job that I do, I know enough never to buy one. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Um, Mario, my kid has a birthday coming up in a couple weeks, so the next games I'm going to be getting is Super Smash Brothers here. I'll be playing that too along with my son. Um, the next game after that I'll be getting is Mario Maker on September 11th. Probably going to go to a midnight release for that if they have it. I'm kind of looking forward to making my own Mario levels or seeing what others have made and putting them up online for other, making my own and putting them online for other people to see and use. So that ought to be fun. Um, Again, blading for Surge this week, episode 3, I believe this will be. And that's going to be the new Surge Live episode this week. Me and Jeff Edwards. Jeff's leading it this time. I felt like with our other 2 episodes, I kind of led the conversation and talked a little bit too much. And this is me. Nobody else has said anything. This is just how I felt about it, but upon listening back. And so I felt like I told Jeff, I was like, dude, it's just as much your show as it is mine. Lead the damn thing. You be a host. I can't be the host. I'm the host. so I'm curious to see what Jeff has planned this week. I know I want to talk about New Japan. I want to talk about Beast in the East. I want to talk about Raw if I watch it, which I don't know if I am. Probably do the same as I did last week. Watch the opening segment, get a feel for how the show goes. And then I'll either be really excited or I'll groan, and then I'll fast forward to Kevin Owens parts. I'm really curious. I'm going to finish this New Japan show right now. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. The last video that I did, which is the new Search Live episode, One Who Promotes, that got, oh my lord, that got about as many viewers in one day than any of my views have ever gotten. Thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it. Hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button. I very much appreciate it. And for everybody here at 1640 PWPR, thank you so much for watching and listening our shows. Go to facebook.com/1640pwpr. For everybody here at the network, I'm Joe White here talking about gaming today. So I don't know if this is necessarily a 1640 show. This is more or less a Joe White show. But I want to thank you guys so much for listening and watching. And we'll see you down the road. Thank you so much.